right, we're back at the TJ and Andy show, and right now we're going to get into something that might be a little bit early in the morning for some people.
Or maybe they still have it going on from last night.
Or if they have midnight to 8 o'clock jobs like I do during the week, this is the perfect time to partake in it.
I'm just glad you're working now.
I know, man. I'm just tired all the time, though.
Yeah.
We got on the phone Allison Jacob. Allison, are you there?
Morning. Yep, I'm here.
Why do you sound sleepy, Allison?
It is early. I'm still feeling last night.
What'd you do last night?
I went to dinner with some girls. We had a celebratory dinner for one of my good friends who just got a new job, and then we ended up after dinner going to 3 different places and continuing the celebration. So
where did you go?
We were in Midtown. We had dinner at Doe, and then we went to Sweetgrass next door, and then to Alchemy, and then to Crystal.
That's
Crystal,
3 or 4 places. That's the different. There's 3.
The little burger
crystals.
place, huh?
Oh yeah.
That must have been. Was that right before we called you? Just rolling in.
Yeah, that was 10 minutes ago. Yeah.
What kind of wine do they serve at Crystal? Or do you have to go to the parking lot and buy it?
Well, I wouldn't know because when I was at Crystal, I tried to order Taco Bell.
No, you're confused. Kentucky Fried Chicken and Taco Bell are merged. You could have done that.
I don't really know where my head was, but
Kentucky Fried Pizza Bell.
Sure, right, yuck.
Well, okay, so you've got this little magazine that you're doing now. It's not a little magazine. I think it's really a cool magazine because the photography is just like really kicked up a notch.
Yeah, only cool because of you, duh.
I'm just messing, but yeah. So tell us about the magazine a little bit. You know, what prompted you to want to get this started? Because I think it's a really good thing for Memphis.
Thank you. It is a good thing for Memphis, and the idea started several years ago when I recognized, my love for wine, but recognized my lack of education, lack of knowledge of wine, and I was fortunate enough to get involved in the community with the Brooks Museum Food and Wine series, and that just countless numbers of people that are crazy educated and crazy connected with wine. And a lot of folks don't have that opportunity. And I saw the disconnect in our community with just these different levels of wine lovers and the fact that wine is a very intimidating beast and how that really drives a wedge in our community based on food, meaning restaurants, the bar, and consumers, because people really don't know what to order or how to go about learning more about wine without feeling silly. People don't want to ask a lot of questions. They don't want to say, what's this, what's that. They feel, for lack of a better term, stupid if they don't know what they, quote-unquote, need to know. So I wanted to create something that would help educate folks and, in turn, better our Memphis economy when it comes to the money people are spending when they're out to eat with wine, or the money they're spending to entertain, based on just some simple education. And that's kind of where the premise of Cork came from.
Now, what actually got you interested in wine? Was there I can get back to a specific event that I remember that got me into where I wanted to learn about wine.
Was it strawberry flavored? Did it have a cork or
screw cap? $2.98 plus tax.
There's
but
nothing
anyway,
wrong with that. It's still wine.
Everyone has a different experience, obviously, that they can sort of relate to, their curiosity. And I think mine would have been, I really like red meat. I'm definitely a meat and potatoes kind of girl.
I like you a lot right now at this point because I own a meat market.
I'm sorry?
I like you a lot at this point because I own a meat market, and we have for 35 years, and we're opening a steakhouse in the next 30 days. So I'm pretty excited.
Oh, my gosh. Wait, where?
I need to talk to you about, it's a secret location, but I'll tell you about it.
Whatever.
But it's a private club.
That's awesome. Yeah.
But we've been debating. I was talking to the weather mayor a second ago, and I don't know anything about wine. My parents drink a lot of wine. And a lot of people drink wine, but I don't know what goes with what, and that's what we're looking at. Like Pete and Sam's on Park, we go there a lot, and they'll bring their own wine. I don't know if I want to do a BYOB or offer a decent wine list, and there's like a million kinds of wine, and so there's a million kinds of wine I don't know about. So
there's so many different, you just hit like 4 different points when you said that. Like For example, at Doe.
Wait a minute, Andy, did you hear that? I had 4 different points. I'm a good interviewer.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's great. I mean, I'm probably going to forget the 4th one by the time I get to it, but I'm going to do
I
my
won't
best.
forget.
So I brought in wine last night, obviously, because I always do, and that brings up a funny point. I always said, I'm going to start a wine magazine because I'm tired of buying all this expensive wine. I want to get this stuff for free. And now I'm in my kitchen, I'm looking at my area of, that's just spilling over with wine. So it's like my dream came true. So long story short, I brought wine to Doe, and before the server opens the bottle, I, of course, inquire, what is your corkage fee? Because every restaurant has a different amount of money they charge for you bringing in wine and basically not spending money with them. So I think I had created this new little niche last night. Their corkage fee last night was $10.
Wow, for one bottle, or for the night?
Cheap. That's cheap for the bottle. Yeah. So I said
that's just
to
for
the
pulling
server,
the cork out.
Yeah, and letting us use their stemware, i.e., glasses.
Right. Yeah. Kind of like you're renting their glasses at that point.
Yes. So I said, all right, dude, how about this? How about don't charge me corkage and I'll tip you really well? He goes, great. You don't have any wine.
Well,
done. Oh, really?
Yeah.
He said what now?
He said, great. I'm not seeing any wine. Like, he was good. He said, good to go.
Done and done.
So I just done. So.
Well, that's all well and good. Well, what about the restaurant owner? How's he going to make money?
I guess she wasn't there.
Oh.
Did you wink at him, Allison?
Did I wink at him?
Did you show him some of your modeling pictures and go?
Oh God, yeah. I know. If he just seen me right now, he'd go, "Oh, we're charging you corkage."
Double fee.
Yeah, exactly. Coming in here looking like that. But anyhow, my point is about the restaurant. If you are in fact opening a restaurant, I think it's really nice to give folks the opportunity to bring in their own wine. And I think that a pretty good rule of thumb is don't bring in anything that we already have on the list. Obviously, that's like cheating. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
And if you bring in something...
Don't bring a girlfriend to your own wedding. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, there you go. Or then there's that.
Wait, I gotta write this down. Hold on.
Or if you bring in something that's not on the list that you want to try, great, bring it in. I think you give people the empowerment, and don't charge them anything, and it makes them respect you more. I really feel that way.
Yeah.
Because corkage just really pisses me off, to be honest. So, and when somebody, and this is kind of a secret, I'm glad this is this early in the morning,
it's just
and there's probably not 10,000 people that I know listening to this at this point.
What?
When somebody charges me corkage, I'm like, don't you know who I am? Kind of thing. You know, like, if you don't charge me corkage, I'm going to probably say something really nice about you. If you charge me corkage, I'm not going to be pleased.
Yeah, really. Now explain to me the relationship that you have with Chris as far as the magazine goes, because he's a wine expert, and there's a name for it, and I've never been able to pronounce it.
Yes. Chris is a sommelier, which is spelled S as in Sam, Ommellier, and it's pronounced sommelier. And there's different levels of that. It's basically a degree in wine. Chris, again, I appreciate you bringing that up, Andy, because I kind of skipped over that part. Chris is my chief contributor. And the reason why, Chris is basically, in the loose sense of terms, my quote-unquote, don't quote me on this, partner. You can't use partner, it's too legal. But without Chris...
Well, it has a lot of different meanings.
Crap. I'm sorry?
Nothing, go ahead.
Are you being snide over there?
He said it had a lot of different meanings, so you had to clarify that.
People used to say me and Andy were partners in the radio.
Yeah.
I'm the face of Corkit. I'm the marketing. I'm the PR. I'm the promotion. Chris is the brains behind pretty much 99% of the content. Without Chris, Corkit would be a bunch of pictures of Allison. Oh, wait.
But good
pictures.
pictures.
A bunch of pictures of Allison.
Very good pictures.
Right, but
pretty
good
pictures.
Well, thanks. Thanks, Andy.
Well,
now, if someone wants to get a copy of the magazine, where would they go about doing that?
Sure. Corkit is in about 50 locations in Memphis currently. Most of the very local restaurants, like Interim, the Grove Grill, Jim's Place, lots of Midtown locations. It's also in the Rocky Club of Memphis, Joseph, James Davis, Oak Hall.
Kate's Meat.
You know, some more of the upper crust locations in the city.
Jim's Place is my favorite restaurant until I get mine open. I go there at least once a week, twice a month. What do you like?
I'm in there a lot. I'm sure we've seen each other. We just don't even know it.
Yeah, I saw you. I know it was you.
Oh, okay.
Not really.
Well, say hi next time.
No,
weirdo.
I'm just kidding. Which one do you go to, Perkins or Houston Levy?
Yeah, I live in East Memphis, so
I go the one.
I'm in East Memphis.
Yeah, I go to Perkins all the time because I live in Mississippi and I shoot up Perkins. Yeah, I like it. I like everything about it.
It's good stuff. I'm a family business. They're a family business. I try to support those as much as possible.
When I got out of high school, I went to bartending school, which is pretty impressive by everybody in this room right now. And my first job was at Ronnie Grisani's when it was.
Hell yeah.
It used to be when it used to be down where Sun Studios is. I know you probably don't remember that, but where Sun Studios is on Marshall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and what Ronnie had was he would do his lunch crowd, and then he would get ready for his dinner crowd. He had a hammock upstairs on the second story, and I would sit up there and get the bar ready. And I mean, it was really cool. You know, and wine was a big thing back then. And I don't know if there were that many different kinds of wine back then, but I imagine there were a lot. But yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It was so good. I just remember the food, and it was. And Jim's Place reminds me a little bit about that because they still have a family dynamic, and I guess I like that because we've had a family business in the food industry for like 35 years.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, that's definitely admirable. And yeah, the thing about wine that is so amazing is that it's infinite. Like, nobody can know everything about wine. And I love that. Like, nobody can truly be a know-it-all about wine. Like,
but some people think they are.
Oh, boy. Yes, they do. More often than not, people think they are. And that, it's just funny because at this point I've recognized those that are and those that aren't. And those that aren't, ooh, I love to pick on them.
You do? No, that's a good point that you just brought up. Because you said that you pick on them if you know more than the waiter or the bartender.
No, I don't mean that.
Oh.
I mean I pick on somebody when they're trying to act like Billy Badass and know a bunch about wine.
She just said ass on the AM radio.
They're blowing smoke.
Now it's your blowing
It is early in the morning, though, TJ.
Well, I know a lot about steaks, and I know a lot about grades of meat. I know I can take a cow off a farm and make everything in the world off of him that you can make. And I go to restaurants sometimes. I order a steak because I like steaks at different restaurants to see what they do and how they cook them. Well, sometimes I'll get a waiter that wants to come over and educate me on steaks, but I never say a word to them. And it's almost like my own personal joke. And they'll tell me about, this is a black. I just found out the answer to that question. Anyway, my point to our story was when
Allison, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay.
When I go to a steakhouse, I don't really question them, but grades or types of cows don't have anything in the world to do with the tenderness of a steak. It's all cut down to which steak you're getting, and it has a lot to do with the grading system that the USDA has put in. So, anyway, that's my point.
That's good to know because
don't ever order something because it's black Angus.
Potatoes, you have no idea how much I love steak. Like, if I could eat steak every day of my life, I would.
I can't eat steak every day of my life, but I don't.
Of the steak.
All right, I go up and down. I keep in my fresh meat counter. I do filet mignon, which is the inside tenderloin. It's tender because it's by the organs. It's never been a working muscle. On the outside of that is a strip loin, which is the other side of a T-bone. And then you work up to the front of the counter, it becomes a ribeye. When the fat moves from the outside, from the strip on the outside, moves to the inside, it becomes a ribeye. And that's on the outside of the beef rib. And then there's sirloins, and there's a couple good sirloins on a cow, but there's not that many. But a lot of restaurants will sell a sirloin cheap because it's almost a roast, and they can buy it for almost half price. I don't know. I like a cowboy ribeye, which is a beef baby back rib connected to the ribeye. And
My favorite one.
I like a filet. I like a good porterhouse. I don't know. You do like the cowboy ribeye?
That's my favorite. Rare.
I've got a
like
breaking weather report. It's snowing outside the studio right now.
Shut up! It's snowing here too.
And it's
Gross.
pretty with
Go away.
Shut the front door.
Get out of here, snow.
So you like a cowboy ribeye? We have a special at my store. If anybody want to go to my website, it's Kate's Meat, CATESMEAT.com. I have a lot of website a lot of videos.
Whoa! What is it again?
That web address again is Kate's Meat, CATESMEAT.com. And we also have a Facebook and Twitter that people follow us on, and it's Kate's
I'm
Family
gonna check it out.
You got to check out the commercial that we
You might want to say B as in boy, ATES, MEAT.com?
No, Kate's is C.
It's like a cat.
C.
Which
Okay, thank you. C is in cat. I would have gone to Bates. I've been looking at somebody else's meat.
it might be some
Don't look at anyone else's meat, Allison.
Bates might be some guy that lives down his mama's basement and set up some website. Don't go to batesmeat.com. Okay, anyway.
Well,
we have a special going on this weekend for Valentine's Day, and it's our joke is forget the flowers. Give your girlfriend crabs for Valentine's. She'll never forget it. We have a special.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
It's 2 fillets, a pound of snow crab, 2 potatoes, and a salad for $30. So anybody that doesn't want to go out and fight the crowd and pay $100 for Valentine's can get that for $30. You can have surf and turf, dinner for $30, $15 a person. So we sell a lot of Facebook specials every Saturday.
That is awesome.
It is. And that's what we're going to do when we open a restaurant. We're going to feed people for probably about 80% of what they're paying at a regular steakhouse because we supply a lot of steakhouses. So we're
now, is the restaurant going to be in Memphis?
It's going to be in Olive Branch, Mississippi, kind of where everything's gathering in DeSoto County. And we're putting an open fire pit like Butcher Shop and Como Steakhouse. And we're going to seat about 100 people at a time. Yeah, that's cool. Okay.
Cool.
Well, we gotta jump to a quick break real quick. But Allison, if someone wants to go online, if someone wants to go to Cork It Online, what's the web address?
MemphisCorkit.com.
MemphisCorkit.com.
How do you spell that?
It's
Does it start with a B?
PHISBORK.
S is in Sam, C is in whatever.
Right.
REWYOU.
Well, awesome. Allison, I really appreciate you getting up so early and talking to us on the phone this morning. And when's the next issue supposed to come out? There's already 2 issues out. When's the next one scheduled to be on the shelves?
Sure. The next issue will debut before Barbecue Fest. Before Memphis in May, we'll be doing some barbecue and wine. So at the end of April, we'll be looking for the next issue of Cork It.
Awesome.
Did you know that my store supplied the championship ribs to Memphis in May? We supply.
Oh my gosh.
We supply 25 cooking teams.
You need a gold star.
No, I need to be in Cork It magazine. We need to talk about that before you get.
Yeah, we do for sure. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Let's chat.
And you need to teach me about wine before we get a restaurant open, because I don't know anything about it.
I will consult you on wine if I can have free cowboy ribeyes for life.
Sounds like a deal. Talk to the cow.
Thanks, y'all. Have a great day.
Thanks, Allison.
Bye.
Bye.